Episode number 6 of Warning Track Power the podcast. I am here sitting in my desk, and I really wasn't planning on recording today, but we got two trades to talk about: Freddy Peralta and MacKenzie Gore. Both of them have been traded. Two guys that were in heavy trade talks this offseason. We do need to go over what is left for starting pitchers and what this means for them. All that and just a slight bit more, because you guys know I like to put in my little small moves also at the end of every episode. Let's get it going. Let's start off with Freddy Peralta. He is a New York Met, but not just him. The Brewers traded both Freddy Peralta and Tobias Myers to the Mets in exchange for two top 100 prospects by the names of Brandon Sproat and Jet Williams. Let's talk about Sproat and Williams very first. Firstly, Brandon Sproat has gotten 60 scout grades on 3 of his pitches. For those of you that don't know, scouting grades go up to 80 for some reason, so 60 out of 80 on a pitch is determined as a above average pitch. Sproat has a 60 grade on his fastball, his slider, and his changeup. He did struggle in his little stint at the major league level, though, with an ERA in the fours. Moving on to Jet Williams, he led the Mets minor leaguers in total bases. He does have some strikeout issues, as he has 130 strikeouts last season. He is versatile. He plays the middle infield and the outfield, so Brewers have some wiggle room there. That's what's going to the Brewers. As I mentioned before, they are both top 100 prospects. For Freddy Peralta and Tobias Myers going back to the Mets. And Mets, I don't know. I really don't know about this one, because if you don't re-sign Freddy Peralta, if you cannot give Freddy Peralta an extension, he is a free agent after the season. He does become the ace of the Mets staff for the time being. But, I mean, it's Freddy Peralta. His fastball's got some serious life to it. He had a 2.7 ERA last year. He was 5th in NL Cy Young voting. Then again, it's a rental, and you saw what happened with the last rental that we had, Kyle Tucker. He was a rental that past season with the Cubs, and well, the Cubs didn't get him back because they couldn't dish out an extension to him. If you are going to go for a rental, give him an extension. Give Freddy Peralta an extension. That is the only way I think that this trade becomes somewhat feasible, because of what you gave up for him. Then again, you have to give up a good amount because it's Freddy Peralta, and Freddy Peralta is a very good pitcher. The unfortunate reality is Sproat still has 5 years left of team control. Williams would have 6. And you get back for Peralta. He's the big fish. Then the tiny fish of the trade, Tobias Myers. You guys might remember Tobias Myers from carving up the Mets that he is now going to in the 2024 wild card that the Brewers did lose. But as a starting pitcher, he sits 93, 94, but he can get up to 98 as a relief pitcher, and he does have 4 years of control left, as he was a rookie in 24 as well. He might need to ditch the cutter, because the cutter is what's been getting him for a while, but, I like Tobias Myers as a pitcher. If they can figure him out, he's top 98th percentile in arm angle, so he throws basically right over the top, just like Trey Savage. And that's the trade. My thoughts on this, I mean, we'll have to see what Jet Williams can do at the major league level. We'll see if Brandon Sproat can bounce back. But straight up, I think the Mets won, and the Mets will win if they can extend Freddy Peralta. if that extension goes down, I think this is a no-brainer, and the Mets do win this trade. I mean, the thing is they did get their ace. Peralta will be the ace of the Mets staff that will also have a Kodai Senga, a Nolan McLean, a Sean Manaea, and a David Peterson. All guys that have shown pretty decent success at the big league level. Don't forget about Jonah Tong, and then obviously Tobias Myers if they want him in the rotation. There's that. And the Mets might not be done. I still think Framber Valdez might be on the table, but I'll talk more about him a little later. As for the Brewers, I think what they got back was great, but you expect me to believe that the Brewers, a team that won 97 games last year, which was like the second most or most in MLB, was the most in the National League, I think. Like, now you're shipping away your ace pitcher, and you're trying to tell me that the Dodgers are the team ruining baseball, and not these teams that are just giving away all of their talent for like nothing. And by nothing, I mean like Sprout and Williams. That's a good return, but like it's Freddy Peralta. Like he's your ace pitcher. Your rotation is like your rotation, but like Freddy Peralta, like he's an ace, man. Like uh, I don't know, Brewers. Like why? Like you guys lost the Dodgers in the NLCS. You made it to the NLCS. Now, do I think any other NL team is capable of beating the Dodgers? No, but there is always the chance. So I leave the room as for purpose of the hypothetical that someone is capable of beating the Dodgers. Regardless, I don't understand why the Brewers did this. The Mets, that this is a decent trade for you guys. If you extend Freddy Peralta, this is a very, very good trade for you guys. Proud of you if you do it. Must be nice to have a owner that can just dish out money and make trades like that whenever he wants to. Mets, Dodgers, and stuff like that. I mean, I see. My Red Sox are capable of doing that. We just don't. So, enough about Freddy Peralta trade because we have a second starting pitcher that's on the move, and I feel bad, Nationals fans, because MacKenzie Gore has been traded. He is no longer on the Nationals. The Nationals have really been stuck in a rebuilding phase since that 2019 World Series championship and Anthony Rendon leaving in free agency. But MacKenzie Gore is a Texas Ranger, so the Rangers can probably go Eovaldi, Gore, DeGrom, Leiter, and Kumar Rocker. He was traded to the Rangers for 5 players, being Gavin Feen, who was the first rounder for the Rangers this past year, Alejandro Rosario, Abimelech Ortiz, Devin Fitzgerald, and Yeremy Cabrera. That is the trade. I mean, like, obviously, I don't know a lot about the 5 players the Nationals got back, and I will really have to see who wins this trade when the Nationals like start to call up those guys, and we'll see how that they do. But honestly, like MacKenzie Gore, high strikeout rate. I mean, the ERA and the wins and the losses. Even though I hate that stat, wins and losses are terrible. ERA, like I don't think he's bad by any means. I think the Rangers will be able to unlock something to bring that down a little bit, and to be perfectly honest with you, like his K rates are through the moon, so I am excited. I am excited for the Rangers fans out there, and honestly, like the Rangers are going for it, and as they should. Their starting rotation. Like you look top to bottom, and well, Kumar Rocker's yet to break out. Jack Leiter, you probably want a little bit more. DeGrom was good last year. Eovaldi's good. MacKenzie Gore, high strikeout. Like that's a good rotation. I like that rotation for the Rangers. Does this make them a first or second place team? Maybe it makes them a second place team with another move. I don't know what that other move would be, but I still think the Mariners are going to run away with the division, and the Astros are probably to follow them. But I like what the Athletics have been doing, and I like what the Rangers have been doing, and the Angels have been surprisingly active this offseason. So there you go. Good trade, Rangers. Good trade. So post Freddy Peralta and post MacKenzie Gore, we have two remaining free agent starting pitcher options that are the top of the line guys, being Framber Valdez and Zach Gallen. If you guys want to know my thoughts on those guys, go watch episode 4 of Warning Track Power. There is a playlist on my homepage, or you can just see stuff, episode 4. It'll be in there somewhere, and you can hear my thoughts on those guys then. So that's who's left. As for like trades, I think Scooble, unfortunately for Tigers fans, there's a chance that he gets traded, but I think with the more moves that are getting made this offseason, the lesser and lesser and lesser that chance becomes. So yeah. Let me know what you think. That's who's left. I don't really know what else to say about that. What I do know what to say is we have a couple of small moves to end today's episode. The Nationals designate Riley Adams for assignment. They also claim Gus Varland off waivers from the Diamondbacks, so that's the 1-to-1 40-man change. The Phillies re-sign relief pitcher Tim Meza to a minor league deal. The Cubs and Chas McCormick agree to a minor league contract. The Yankees claim shortstop slash second baseman Marco Luciano off waivers from the Orioles. The Orioles claim Weston Wilson and designate Jose Suarez for assignment. And the Twins sign Taylor Rogers. That was some rapid fire moves there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the game of baseball here at Warning Track Power, where we're just a few feet short of the fences, but all in on the game. See you next time.